Good morning, everyone. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's trading floor. It is October 19th, and I'm bringing you your morning coffee. Grains, decent volume overnight. Corn ended up 2 cents higher. Beans down a penny. Wheat up 4 3/4. We did have some good volume, some good movement overnight. Some of the concerns that are surrounding the grain markets and that they will continue to concern them. You've got some wet weather moving in right now across the nation's midsection. That's going to be slowing down harvest, so starting to build a little bit of concern there. We'll see how much rain, but it does look like that could slow down harvest pace for corn as well as beans right now, and starting to give a little bit of concern to the pace that we currently have. We're at a pretty decent pace right now. We are ahead of our 5-year average as far as beans as well as corn. Corn right now sitting at 47% harvested. Beans are right now at 69% harvested. But we're not at last year's pace. We had a very good clip last year. But we'll see if this does slow guys down, and we'll see what that does for us next week. But looking ahead, what's going to happen as we get further and as we get through harvest, we're going to start looking towards South America. That's going to be more of a concern. Some of their weather, some of their focuses right now is on some of the drier areas. Some guys are speculating out there that those dry areas are going to continue to be dry and may cause some problems. So continue watching that. But right now, the focus is on this harvest. We've been hearing some decent yields out there from guys. Looks like those are continuing. And like I said earlier, it is at a pretty decent clip. Some of the other things that have happened here overnight, a lot of reports out there that France and Germany agreed to boost their bailout fund from $400 billion upwards. Now they're going to try to boost that to almost $2 trillion. I'm sorry, 2 trillion euros. So that's a big jump. And what that's done right now, that's got the euro up about 117 points and is setting that dollar back right now. So the dollar is down about 55 points. So what have we seen over the last few days? Anytime we typically see a strong dollar, we see commodities pull back. Well, now we see the dollar that is dropping, which in turn could give a boost to commodities again with more inflationary talk. Something I do want to point out, though, when we here in the United States, when we had done a bailout package like this, what was the initial reaction? The initial reaction is that the dollar went up. We saw stock market rally because pro-U.S., everything is saved all of a sudden. But then the dollar started to reverse and start to go down. We're flooding the market with dollars. Let's take the euro now. Okay, they're gonna bail out these guys. They boosted their fund to $2 trillion. If they're going to go ahead and start bailing guys out, and we see a lot of this money flow come out of this fund, now what? Is that going to put pressure on the euro, which in turn will boost the dollar? So there's a lot of what-if type scenarios out there. As of right now, though, it's confidence that Europe will be bailed out and that we're going to get this situation solved. There's plenty of funds there to do it. Let's get this market back in more of a stable condition. That's why the dollar is down. The euro is up right now. We've got the stock market pretty quiet, actually, up 11 points. But we saw a decent rally yesterday at the close. The S&P is unchanged. The NASDAQ is down a little bit today, down about 12 points. But we'll see. If we continue with this news, I wouldn't be surprised maybe to see the markets, the stock markets recover and continue on its upward path. But what does this do for energies? What's it doing to crude oil? As I mentioned before, we see the dollar go down, commodities typically strengthen. Well, crude oil right now up about 40 cents. A big day yesterday for crude. That's an outside day up on the charts for crude. Another 40-cent gain here as of right now. The technicals look pretty good. We may see the energies and their products, heating oil and RBOB, unleaded gas, continue to strengthen from this news. So watch that dollar. The dollar has been a key term and a key issue to watch, not only for the grains, but for commodities in general, and I think that's going to continue. As of today, we're down right now for that dollar, down another 55 points. I think we could see a little bit of strength today around the commodity industry itself. Looking at the livestock, a couple things there. Fat cattle right now sitting at 123.60. Overnight trade, that's up 27 cents. You got feeders sitting at 143.57. That's for the November feeders. That's up about 17 cents. So we are getting a little bit higher trade right now. We're expecting cash markets to come in steady today, are expecting them to be steady this week. I do suspect we're going to see some choppy trade here for the next few days. You've got some bids right now for cattle, 117. Offers are coming in 121 to 122, but no trades yet. As far as the hogs, we've seen a pretty strong week. We had new highs yesterday for hogs. Overnights, we are up a little bit, up another 15 cents, putting December hogs at 91.10. So still very strong yet for hogs. A lot of the same chatter right now. So the talk still continues about demand, pork demand, and the increased demand that we have seen. And I think that may continue here at this point. So, but I wouldn't be surprised as we get later on this week, maybe get a little profit taking. We've seen one heck of a rally here in the last week. We may get a little profit taken here at the end of the week. But right now, the charts look good. They look friendly. We made some new highs for December yesterday, and looks like we are seeing some follow-through buying today. So maybe look for a little higher prices in the short term. I want to thank you guys for listening here this morning. We got our conference coming up in January. I certainly want to mention that. Take a look at our website. We've got a lot of information on that. Give us a call. It's going to be January 20th and 21st. And, we'd be glad to see you guys here and get you a seat reserved. So call us 800-262-7538. Our web address is allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys have a great day today and have a great rest of the week.